When people think of caves, they usually picture dark, dank chambers with bats flying around in the distance. But deep underground are caverns so immense they seem alien-like and even hide their own ecosystems. What happens when you combine these mysterious natural phenomena with possibly the deadliest force on Earth, a flood? You get underwater caves, the domain of expert divers. One of these locations is the Veryevkina Cave in Georgia. This immense cave system lies in the western part of the country near the border with Abkhazia. It's the deepest known dry cave in the world, dropping over 20 kilometers underground. And if that sounds impressive, wait until you hear about the amount of water it holds. During summer, groundwater seeps into the cave system, turning it into the third largest underground river in the world. In the summer of 2014, a team of Russian and Ukrainian divers arrived here to explore the furthest reaches of this cave system. They were accompanied by 5 cavers who would venture through the dry parts of the cave. Before entering the underwater passages, the explorers conducted a series of tests on the equipment and the atmosphere. They tested their lighting, communication, and scuba gear to ensure everything worked properly. They also measured the temperature, oxygen levels, and carbon dioxide levels of the air to ensure they'd be safe inside. When everything seemed fine, the exploration team entered the icy waters on June 27, 2014. Over the next few days, they explored deeper and deeper into the cavernous system. They faced freezing temperatures, dangerous currents, and had to traverse tunnels as narrow as a single meter. Through all of it, they collected samples of the unique flora and fauna they found along the way. Everything seemed to be going well until July 2nd, when tragedy struck. 2 members of the team, 36-year-old Yuri Lipsky and 41-year-old Alexei Molchanov, ran out of air and suffocated to death, while the rest of the team scrambled to resurface. Another member, 34-year-old Oleg Krivtsov, surfaced and immediately signaled for help. The divers had noticed that the water level had risen since they first entered the cave, and unfortunately, the rising water had trapped several members of the team deeper inside. This discovery sent shockwaves throughout the scientific community. For the first time in recent history, the deadliest cave in the world had claimed lives. The rescue operation was complicated by the fact that the cave system was so large and confusing. Divers had to retrace their steps through pitch-black water, hoping to find the missing explorers alive. To add to the complexity, the water was filled with obstacles like boulders and silt, making navigation difficult. Searchers were able to recover the bodies of Lipsky and Molchanov, but their attempts to locate Krivtsov were unsuccessful. Krivtsov was never seen again, adding another mystery to the already enigmatic cave. The incident serves as a reminder of the power of nature and the importance of proper preparation before exploring underwater caves. But many seasoned divers still can't resist the lure of the deep and the secrets hidden beneath the waves. Another such diver was Kai Konkinen. Like most cavers, he had a passion for pushing the boundaries of human endurance. This drive led him to explore some of the most challenging underwater caves in Europe, and one of those was the Menudo Quarry in central Finland, where he and his lifelong diving partner Juha met a gruesome fate. Their fascination with the quarry began in 1994, when they used the location for recreational diving. They soon realized the quarry's potential for cave diving and began organizing expeditions. Their first official expedition was in 1997, which ended with them mapping a previously uncharted 700-meter-long underwater cave. Unfortunately, their success was cut short by a deadly accident in August 2013. That is when they set out to dive Monanto for the 17th time. It was an unusually hot day in Finland with temperatures reaching up to 25 degrees Celsius. It was a perfect day for diving, except the heat meant less oxygen in the water. Since they knew this, Conan and Juha took extra tanks to make up for it. They spent the morning inspecting and maintaining their gear, preparing for what lay ahead. The quarry was an old limestone quarry that had filled with water, creating a network of underwater caves. It was the perfect place to practice cave diving. It also had plenty of challenges like narrow passages and low visibility. The divers would have to use their experience and skills to navigate the quarry safely. After donning their diving suits, the men made their way to the edge of the water and took a final breath. Before plunging into the murky depths, their goal was to reach the other side of the quarry by diving through a narrow passage called the chimney. The passage was only 60 centimeters wide and required the divers to move in a special way. To get through it, they had to maintain perfect buoyancy and use a technique known as the monkey crawl. After navigating the chimney, the divers would reach a vast chamber filled with stalactites and stalagmites. From there, they would make their way back to the entrance. The dive was expected to take around 2.5 hours. But after an hour and 15 minutes, contact with the divers was lost. A search party was quickly assembled, but they were unable to find the two divers. Several days later, the divers' bodies were recovered from the quarry, but the cause of the accident remained a mystery. Investigations revealed that the quarry had filled with carbon dioxide gas, causing the divers to lose consciousness and eventually drown. The incident was a reminder of the dangers of cave diving, even in familiar places. Now, whether it's the depths of the ocean or the darkness of caves, the allure of the unknown has always beckoned us to explore further. These underwater cave diving incidents serve as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the unforgiving environment that awaits us beneath the surface. They tell a story of courage, adventure, and the importance of respecting the forces that shape our planet. If you want to watch another video just like this one, click the link on the screen now.